Yo, what is up, everyone? Jonathan here, aka Johnny. Um, Back at it again with another video. I know these are coming out really quick in a row. Not much people have seen the channel already, which is fine. But if you do come across this video, just know this is like my third one in a row, but it's okay. I just want to get these things out there to talk about, and if you guys come across this video, hopefully you like it. But today I'm going to be talking about consistency. This is a topic that I'm quite sensitive to because consistency is like my poison. I am not very good at being consistent, like at all. I somehow managed to keep, you know, being consistent making these videos. And of course, they're not really booming, which is fine, but that's not the main premise of this video. The main premise of this video is that you keep going. Even if you get one view, even if you get 3 or 5, shit, maybe if you can even get a bunch, but what I just want to touch down on is consistency and how important it is, and I just wanted to really emphasize that in this video. And it can be hard for a lot of people. I've had friends who have, they told me it's hard to be consistent. Like, for example, the gym, something I've been wanting to commit to for a very long time. I've been there definitely a couple times, but I always said I would go, but I get caught up with my baby. I get caught up with work. I actually want to hang out with my friends, and my form of hanging out with my friends would be gaming. As I'm playing Dark Tide in the background here. This is one game that we like to play. Um, One of many. But that's also another form of consistency. Trying to be there for loved ones, friends. Trying to consistently keep in touch, keep in contact, interact with people, interact with family. But this is something that I am not very in tuned with. I try to stay consistent, but it's really hard. And for the longest time I was streaming, but that is my problem, which is consistency. I can never keep consistent, and it goes somewhere, but it doesn't stay somewhere. You know what I mean? So, for those of you watching this video, I cannot fathom how important it is to be consistent, no matter what you're doing. Always put your mind to it, whatever you're doing, because you would always get better results. And I'm hoping that is the same for me with this channel, posting all these yap sessions, and hopefully eventually it evolves to something else. But if it doesn't, that's also fine. I'm just here to yap, so I'm just throwing out my thoughts here. Hopefully somebody agrees with me. If you guys are enjoying this, that's good, because I wanted to make this known. How important consistency is, and I know I'm just like a broken toy. I just keep saying consistency, 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 but I cannot say in words how important it is. Being consistent with hygiene too. That's a good example. The more consistent you are, the more healthier you will be. That's a good example. Staying at the gym, making a schedule, making a diet, sticking to it. Schedules are really important. Especially when you're trying to stay consistent with something in particular. If you make a schedule for it, a time for everything, it'll all work out if you just stay committed. Commitment, honestly, basically another form of consistency. Uh, you're staying true to whatever it is you're committed to. And what I really need to do, of course, like I said, I'm a bit of a hefty man, so I definitely need to start going to the gym sooner or later. But I decided to hop on here, make this video, and help out everyone else. From my own experience of all the losses that I've had from not being consistent. I was streaming on Twitch for the longest time, and I even got affiliated. It was going really well. But even before my baby was born, I managed to screw it all up because I wasn't consistent. Everyone who was watching me, they were gone. They were gone within a month or two. I had some of them hit me up like, "Hey, when's the next stream? When's the next stream? When are you gonna be posting videos?" You were always talking about a YouTube, when are you going to do that? But it just never came. And life can get really busy and hectic. But a couple videos ago, I was talking about being a dad in 2026. That's a good example of things that could make it difficult to be committed, be consistent. Consistency is very important. And it's very good to learn consistency for a decent lifestyle. There's always things you got to be committed to. And of course, your dreams as well. If you're not committed to a dream, you might as well give it up, because you need to be consistent on that dream. You need to make sure you're moving towards the right path. You need to make sure you are making every step to get there, which is what I've been trying to do recently. And I wanted to hop on here and hopefully talk with somebody. One of you guys, reach out to one of you guys, and hopefully you guys make better decisions than me. Take it as like a warning, like, hey, you remember that thing you wanted to do tomorrow? You said you're going to do it the next day? You should just do it now. Because you already know damn well more than me that you're probably not going to get around to it. Another thing related is saving money. If you're not saving a decent amount of money, at least here and there, you pay your bills, you got something left, maybe put a little bit away for gas and food. Even if it's $1. My grandpa always taught me that even 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, it'll all add up eventually. And if you stay consistent to that, it will just grow and grow. You got to be consistent, add $1 to that piggy bank every day, and then you'll get somewhere eventually. It's just a matter of keeping that goal in mind, and staying true to it. Every time you wake up in the morning to brush your teeth, look at yourself in the mirror, say, today, I'm going to do that thing that I didn't want to do. Or get up right now, go look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm going to get that done today. So I can be prepared to do it again whenever the time comes. You do it, you prepare yourself to do it again. Same thing with work, school, studies. It's it all comes into one fell swoop at the end of the day. And boy, if I had someone to tell me this years ago, things might have been a little bit different right now, but I don't complain about the way things are these days, 2026 has been rough as it is. It's been a rough patch. I'm pretty sure it's been rough for all of us. The political state has been really interesting. I'm not political, not very, very political, especially not online, but I have seen and heard things, and it's scary. So taking care of yourself is very important, guys. And I really am hoping you guys do heed my words in this video and take me very serious, because it all comes back in the end. It'll be a bonus. It'll be a plus. And no matter how much you just drag yourself, you really don't want to do it that day. You're not feeling good. You're sick. You got other things you rather do. Oh, I gotta hop on the game with my friends before I put that money away, and then you forget to do it, and then you ended up spending it and wasting it, and you just like, damn, I should have put that money away when I had the chance. Or, I made the schedule for my stream. It's gonna be 4 hours this day on Wednesday at this time. And then you forget, or something else comes up, which is why you want to plan things. That's another major thing about being consistent, is planning. Like I said, have a schedule, have a set time for everything. Makes it much easier in the end, instead of just trying to remember when you have to do it, and hoping that you remember that you have to do it. It can be tough, and it's hard. But sorry if there was a little space right there. I had to pause my voice for a second because some background. But anyway, back to what I was saying. It can be tough and it's hard, and the more you do it, the more you get used to it. So, like, I have buddies who talk about going to the gym all the time, and they're like, "Hey, man, you should just go." And honestly, me personally, I feel like going by yourself is a little depressing. I would like to go with friends if I had a preference. Motivation. You guys motivate each other, help each other. You guys spot each other on the weights or something. That sounds fun to me. I've always thought going by myself is pretty depressing, so I just never went. by myself. But my friends have encouraged it, and they're like, bro, if you just go every day and you eat the right stuff every day, it'll be like muscle memory, to be consistent. It'll be second nature. It'll be like, oh, today after work I gotta go to the gym, or today for lunch I forgot I need to make sure I eat my protein. And not exactly like that, because you don't want to just randomly remember what you, like I was saying before, you want to plan everything. Like, hey, maybe I should put away this lunch that I had, or my protein that I had today, for lunch tomorrow at work. And maybe even put away 2 lunches for after the gym. Or, consistency doesn't always have to be responsibilities. It could be with friends as well. You don't want to lose your friends or lose touch. There's a lot of friends out there who can manage to stay friends without contacting for like long time. But not everyone is like that. So make sure you're checking up on people, checking up on family, friends, loved ones. Get out of your comfort zone and just say, "Hey, how are you?" Like um that is something I do strongly push to be consistent about, because family is everything. And speaking of family, I'm not really close with my family, so I can't really say too much. I've had pretty bad history with my family, other than my mom. I love my mom. Shout out to my mom, by the way, Mama Johnny. But yeah, it's just I've been struggling with that recently, so I figured I'd come on here and really hit the hammer on the nail. Like, hey, are you struggling with this too? Because it's not just you; it's also me. And you're not alone. Don't feel like you're the only one that's struggling with that. It's just something everyone struggles with. I think some people are better than others to be consistent. Especially, I find it. I see recently that people who don't play video games or like have hobbies can manage to be consistent much easier, because there's no distractions. There's no like, oh, my friends want to hop on, I'm gonna do this instead, or my friends want to go to the park, or my friends want to go smoke, or my friends want to go drink, go have a drink at the bar. There's not a lot of that going on, so I can see how that could be easier. But this is for all the people who do struggle, and just know that you're not alone. Consistency is definitely a hard thing to achieve, and commitment as well. We'll say commitment and consistency go hand in hand with each other. And yeah, what else should I drive home? I'm trying to make this video as long as I could, because and I really want to talk with you guys. Whoever's watching this, if anyone comes across my video, feel free to hit up the comments and tell me how you deal with consistency and commitment, because it's been a struggle for me. And if you are dealing, and what do you do to help yourself, be committed, to help yourself be consistent with all the healthy stuff? Keeping up with family, friends. That should be easy enough. You just text them, right? And, we're living in the future. Everyone has a phone, 4 different phones. You got an Apple phone now. You got a Samsung or a freaking Google phone now. Fucking insane, Google. Fucking Pixel. Shit, those phones are insane, man. You should see the cameras on those phones. But yeah, my main point, just be consistent. And I know I'm I'm just saying this so much, but I really can't see how important it is, man. If I was more consistent in my lifetime, things would be definitely different. I'll just say it like that. Things would be super different if I saved money, if I went to the gym, if I stayed with that girl that I really liked and I hit her back up, and now she's gone. I don't want to confuse anyone. I am in a relationship, but that's just an example that that could lead to worse things later on. If you're just not there, if you're just not present, consistent. It really matters for human relationships as well. You have friends, at least close friends or loved ones, coworkers, maybe even that you care about at least a little bit. Just do it. If you ever think about texting them, like, hey, how you doing, man? Or hey, you wanna hang out this time? Or if you ever have a problem, you could talk with me about it. Because it's just better to think outside the box. You never know what someone could be going through, including yourself. You know, which is why I want this to be a safe space for people, for you guys, you know, for anyone who comes across my video. We are getting close to the end of this video, so I will drive this home. I myself will try to be consistent as well with this channel, and I do want to post more videos, and I hope I get a following of people who listen to me, and hopefully enjoy what I say, you know, because it's all about you guys at the end of the day. I'm doing this. And sorry if it's spaced out again there. I just not very good at editing yet. But yeah, just want to spread awareness to you guys. You know, you're looking for a job, make sure you keep hitting them up. Stay consistent, commit to that job because things are really hard these days in 2026. And it's really hard to find a job now. I've had that experience trying to look for a job, which is also why I made my Walmart video because it's just been solid and I stayed at Walmart forever. So if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. And hopefully I see you on my next video, guys. And have a very good day. I'll see you later.